CandyPaws. Oh. CandyPaws, CandyPaws, CandyPaws. Hey everyone, it's CandyPaws here, and it's almost Valentine's Day. Yay! Will you be my Valentine? Yay! Oh wait, you said no? Aww. And do I have a special video for everyone today? This is something I've been worried about since I've started my channel. I know the kind of person I am, and my personality might not fit everyone's to their liking. I know it's a bit, sarcastic and out there, and not everyone will agree of how I handle things, but someone recently had commented in one of my videos, and it brought up that worried thought I had when I first started my videos of how others might be perceiving the sort of things I say. So anyway, this whole blog is based on a conversation I've had with someone on YouTube. I believe his name is called The Green Miner. I've had this discussion with him on one of my videos. You can even go and see the comments yourself, and I'll show it on here on the screen. But basically the conversation was about how he saw my videos and was concerned that, I said a few phrases in my Omegle videos. Oh, it's a sex thing, or I don't usually do it. I have other fetishes, but this is like my main one I kind of focus on. It's kind of interesting, You get a lot of rope burn though. There's a lot of rope burn involved if you don't get the areas in the right places. And just kind of being sort of like sexual with my words, because I am an adult and I'm speaking with adults, and again, I'm not censoring myself, so it just happened. And I didn't feel the need to censor it because I find this to be sort of where my sense of humor lies. I think it's very funny, and it's perfect for comedic effect, and I'm sure a lot of you also find it enjoyable to watch and hysterical how all these normal non-furry people are just seeing me and seeing their reactions, and a lot of them were great reactions, and I got along with everybody. But even the people who didn't accept me first, who didn't looked at me and was completely weirded out, did not get it, I actually had long conversations with them and almost got along in a very just friendly way with them, even though they didn't understand what this was and what I was doing, and thought it was a bit weird. But once I showed them my personality, they understood that, maybe I'm not that weird. Maybe I just wear this, but maybe I'm a completely normal person. And we're all just people. And the things that we like and do doesn't affect how we are or what we do as people. Just because I'm a furry doesn't mean I'm not a student, and I don't work, and I don't like watching TV or doing other normal things. And so that's what I find that's very important, that I like to show with my videos. And so the conversation that we had, and I'd like to read this out to you, went a little bit like this.
Hey, I've received all your comments just now, and for some reason, all except this one is in my spam folder. I'm trying to approve them, but there seems to be an error and I'm unable to get them posted. I'll try again another day to get them posted, because I want everyone to be able to talk and share with me without having their comments being unseen. And YouTube might be weird today, who knows? Anyway, about your concerns with some of these things I say with my videos, at least regarding my jokes about what I'm doing is a sex thing, is completely sarcastic. I don't believe I need to censor myself, and I'm not worried about people possibly thinking this is a fetish, because that is simply not true. I do not have sex in a suit, and that's that. People can choose to think otherwise, but like I said, I don't, and yet I still choose to say that I do, just for the pure fun of it. I love to joke about it. It's funny to me. However, I know this is a common stereotype people have, and instead of getting upset, I instead treat it as a very silly opinion to have because that is not what the fandom is about. It's obvious that has to do with so much more. Just watching my videos should give the viewers an idea of my personality. I try very hard to show everyone who I am as a person and who I am as a furry. Thank you for sharing your concerns with me, and I really do appreciate it. I just want you to know that I am aware of what I'm saying, and I also understand that others might not particularly like how I'm handling the hate. We all experience hate, and as people, we choose our own way to handle it. I believe I developed a great technique to open non-furries' mind about our fandom, and that is to show them how fun and easygoing we are. If we snap at every stereotype and negative comment people say about us, then being in the fandom won't be as much fun as it is now. I believe it's better to accept those things and to have fun with the idea. Is sex such a bad thing? Is it really such a big insult that we can't simply accept the fact that there are some of us that do those things, but there are also people like me and you that don't do those things? It's okay that not everyone understands and everyone doesn't have to. Just continue to be you and don't worry about what normal people or even other people in our fandom might think about me or anyone else.
I wanted to share with us because I know it's a big issue with the fandom. It's a lot of you that hold this idea of just different stereotypes furries have, and it's making you hesitant to wanting to join the fandom yourself. And I'm here to share my experience and my story with that as well, because I had also been kind of worried at the very beginning about public with this, if I should share with my family and friends, my hobby, what I like to do, I think everyone's always a bit worried about that because being, dressing up as a furry animal or just having a furry persona, it is very different. It's not something you see every day, and it's certainly something I didn't know until I was much older. In fact, is when I joined college is when I found out about furries, even in the first place. So since I started my video, there's been questions and just younger girls and boys asking for support but also thanking me for the support and giving them confidence to share that they are furry, or just at least not hide it and not be ashamed of it, because it's just a hobby. There's nothing to be ashamed about. It's just like playing sports or art. It's really just anything that you enjoy, and I don't want anyone to be ashamed of something that they enjoy. So here's a bit of a backstory. I was bullied a lot. I've been kind of different and very shy, but at the same time, I was very outgoing at times. I think in the classroom, I was a bit shyer, and then when I did sports and other activities, I was very crazy. I was very hyper, even in high school. I just loved getting along with everybody, and I loved, just being nice to everyone, and just making friends was all I wanted. But even though I had good friends, I also had very bad friends, and then I had people who didn't understand my personality and have bullied me. And for a long time, I was upset and angry with them, with why they thought I was strange, what was I doing that wasn't normal. And I kept thinking about it, and I was putting myself in this depression that something was wrong with me, when there wasn't anything wrong with me to begin with. And I accepted that not everyone is gonna like me, no matter how nice, no matter if how much I change or try to be like them. if these people aren't going to change their minds now, they're not going to change their minds later. And the sad fact is that there's just some people like that. They're not going to, turn around. They're not going to change their minds. And some people aren't going to get along with you. And it's okay to accept that. It's okay that people can come up to you and find out you're a furry and completely think it's weird and such an odd thing or a sexual thing, and they don't want to socialize with you because of that factor. I mean, I didn't have that problem with being a furry, but I did have that problem with anime because I was an anime fan and I like to cosplay, so a lot of that issue sort of started with me being a fan with anime first, and now it's sort of been brought back with the furry fandom because I think the stereotyping is a lot bigger with furries because again we are a smaller community. I joined the fandom, me personally, is because I wanted to be able to express myself. I wanted to be open and I wanted to not be shy and to do the things I wanted to do, and having a fursuit just helps me become comfortable in just any sort of like situation with just being crazy and out there, saying things, not saying things, and it's sort of just expected for me just because I'm in a very like ridiculous suit. So thank you so much, Green Miner, for bringing this to my attention. I know others have been worried about it too, and the last thing I want to do is, make anyone think that I'm just promoting the stereotype or just not changing people's minds about how we are, and kind of just like again promoting the fact that just more of the sexual aspect of the fandom, which I am most certainly not. It's quite the opposite, and I do make fun of it, and I am aware that some people do it, and I just let it go. It doesn't bother me, and it certainly has nothing to do with me and my friends and me being part of this fandom. That's what I want everyone to take from this video, is that, there's going to be parts of the fandom you're not going to like, whether it's the people or the stereotypes. Whatever you find in the fandom that you enjoy and like to do, I want you guys to hold on to that and just continue doing what you want to do. If all these things bother you too much and maybe it's not worth being in the fandom, if something's making you unhappy, then it's causing you more pain than happiness, then it's not for you. And I certainly find a lot more happiness and a lot more fun with being with the fandom, which is why I decide to stick with it and continue to go to conventions and talking and meeting people who also are in the community. So I wish everybody luck in the fandom, and I want you guys to not hide it and just be completely open with it. It's certainly nothing you should be ashamed of, and if more people knew about it, then it will certainly become a more normalized hobby. And I think it is with the internet, and nowadays I feel like everyone has sort of an idea, and that's all we can really do. That's really all I have to say. Thank you so much for listening to my cheesy words of wisdom, and I appreciate you guys so much, and I see you guys next time. Candy says bye bye.